Welcome to the Vigil. I'm Wolf, and today we're going to be covering everything new about the Overwatch PTR. There have been a good few changes that look to be for the better coming to Mccree, Roadhog, and Reaper. And to top this all off, this wasn't the only piece of information that has been recently released. You'll see another video from my partner in crime, Veslin, on our channel, The Vigil, which is going to be about the leaked hero who's rumored to be coming around June 10th. So if you're going to want to see that, that will be on a card on screen right now. But that being said, let's go ahead and get into these patch notes, shall we? Alright, so up first we've got the legendary skins Oni Genji and Diva, or Officer Diva rather, have been added to the classic loot boxes. This means that the people on consoles who will get this patch eventually will be able to get Oni Genji and Officer Diva without having to actually own a PC, which was a massive issue that Overwatch had beforehand, where a bunch of console players did end up kind of getting mad over that, but it is of course understandable, and for those of us who missed it, we are able to reobtain those skins. And then we're going to go straight down to the hero updates. Mccree, this is going to be a personal favorite for me. I'm really glad for this change, as it makes his ultimate not the worst in the game. I mean, it can do a lot, but getting kills with Deadeye is, in some situations, near impossible, especially against a good team, because you're pretty much dead for the most part. So, Deadeye targets now begin locking on after 0.2 seconds instead of 0.8 seconds. This is absolutely fantastic, meaning Deadeye will hone in on its targets even faster. So that split second you needed to get that headshot from Deadeye is now actually obtainable, and a lot faster at that, as this is pretty much a, if I'm gonna do math, like a mathematically about 60 to 70% reduction in lock-on time. Hopefully I got that right. But still, that is absolutely fantastic for Mccree, meaning his Deadeye is going to be that much faster and that much more effective. Alongside that, not only does it hone in faster, but damage accumulated over the first 1 second, so the charge-up time for Deadeye is now increased from 20 damage per second to 80 damage per second. However, after the first second or so, the damage is unchanged. So essentially, the damage will ramp up excruciatingly fast and essentially start at 80. So rather than the first few seconds trying to get a quick Deadeye shot off, doing pretty much no damage, Deadeye is now going to do some pretty good damage just starting off, so you can quickly pop it if you need to. As well as there's a thing that I'm going to kind of comment on that I know a good few Mccrees don't actually know, is that you can actually overcharge your Deadeye for even more damage. This was kind of a secret trick that I picked up at one point. I haven't really been able to make use of it much because getting a full 20-second Deadeye off is extremely hard to do. But with Deadeye, if you sit there and you overcharge it, like you lock onto him, then you just keep charging it and charging it and charging it, it actually exponentially ramps. So you can one-shot a Reinhardt barrier with your Deadeye and proceed to kill the entire team behind him. If you're able to fully charge your Deadeye, that is. But good luck doing that, as most people will just run behind cover, which is why it is there and a cool trick, but a hard trick to pull off nonetheless. So it's a little kind of micro tip for you there with Mccree. A personal favorite of mine. And then up next we have Reaper, which this is going to be fantastic, and I'm probably going to start playing Reaper now because of this. I do enjoy playing Reaper, he just wasn't really all that effective, as you could just take a Roadhog. But of course Roadhog does get affected in today's patch notes as well. So, Reaper, his passive, has changed to the Reaping, alright? Removed those health orbs, which we all have grown to enjoy with the Reaper, with playing Reaper anyways. The health orbs have been removed. Instead, he gains lifesteal. This is exceptional, as it's actually consistent healing now, rather than requiring him to get kills. Now he regains 20% of all damage done to heroes as health. So not only is he a tank shredder, he gains a shit ton of health from killing those tanks as well. So you're sitting there pumping in multiple shots into him, chunking down his health, and just getting a shit ton of your own health back. This gives Reaper a ton of survivability. And honestly, you'll probably yield him more healing than the 50 would have from his health orbs anyway. Or 50 to 100, around there. That's generally how much the health orbs heal for. This will probably end up netting him more healing than one health orb would in one fight anyways. Alongside, this actually gives you some sustain in a team fight. So were you to fight like a soldier or something like that, and he puts down his healing circle, you can actually to some extent go toe-to-toe with him. Yes, he has more healing than you, but you also have a lot more burst damage. You see what I mean? So it allows Reaper to kind of stand on his own against most of the current opposition that is in the Overwatch meta, as well as have a good chance of actually like fighting Roadhog, for example, or of course Winston, his main pick against to be able to counter. He'll be able to deal with Winston even easier, as the Tesla cannon damage will be reduced, as of course he's got that sustain during the gunfights. So that's going to be Reaper. That is exceptional for Reaper, and I'm probably going to be playing a lot of him in the coming future. And lastly, we have Roadhog. Headshot hitbox size reduced by 20%. So hitting Roadhog in the head is not going to be as easy once this patch comes out. Those don't worry Hanzo mains, your shoulder shots are still going to be headshots. We all know how that goes, let's be honest. I was one at one point. I've gotten the most bullshit headshots. It happens, and it's probably not going to change because, you know, playing Hanzo is 90% RNG, 10% skill. But, so yeah, Roadhog's head hitbox is reduced by 20%, making it all that harder for a Widowmaker main to be effective, but, ah well. And then his scrap gun. This is going to be the biggest change to Roadhog. There is, I was told there was hook changes, but no, there is, by the looks of it, no hook 4.0. But instead we have a scrap gun change, which is bullet damage decreased by 33%, fire rate increased by 30%, and clip size increased from 4 to 5. Now, I don't believe this will change the one-shot capability yet from hook into shotgun in the face, because of course, headshot, and it's kind of dictated around how many shots do hit in the head. You were able to one-shot a Zarya out of her bubble beforehand, which was pretty funny and pretty damn powerful, honestly. One of the reasons I didn't really play Zarya much, but I'm not a big fan of her anyways, but still. So, that scrap gun change is definitely going to be interesting. We'll see if a hook 4.0 change comes around to kind of balance this out, depending on if he can still hook one shot. We'll have to see about that when we hop onto the PTR ourselves. But the fire rate increase is going to be intriguing. I believe that's also for both sides of the scrap gun. Yes, it looks to be in the developer comment here. So the close range and the longer range shot will both be gaining 30% increased fire rate. However, of course, both of them will be having reduced damage. So overall, DPS roughly the same and a little bit faster on the fire rate. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Honestly, it looks like it could be something major, but at the same time, it could kind of balance itself out. That's something where only time will tell. But that's going to be the major changes coming to Overwatch and the heroes in the coming patch. This is on the PTR currently. Should there be any changes, remember to stay tuned to the Vigil, as we'll be sending them straight to your sub box. I've been Wolf, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, take care, lads. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. I've been Wolf, and my partner in crime has been Veslin. I hope you guys stay tuned to the Vigil for everything gaming related, alongside more top 10s coming in the future. Take care.